That's the wrong one. Hold on. That's what I wanted to go to. Let me make sure it actually did. Yep, it did. Hello. How's everyone doing today? Sounds like my PC's doing fine. You okay there, buddy? Sounds to be kind of working right there. Don't know what that's about. Anyway, yes. Hello. How is everyone doing? I kind of readjusted my uh camera. That's the word I'm looking for. Because it was a bit too high up and had to zoom in a bit too much. And when I did that, all you could see is like the glare on it. Hey, I'm doing well. How are you? Thanks for making it. I know it was a question mark for you today. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm doing well. I just came back from Beef O'Brady's. They were out of almost everything. I felt bad for the waiter because it's like every single time I tried to order something, oh, we're out of that. Oh, yikes, sorry. But yeah, doing good. How are you? I'm well, thank you. And I'm glad to hear you doing good. I know you've been going through some stuff lately. Oh, also, that's weird. It showed up on like my on the stream chat before it showed up on like here. So I'm just waiting. Let me from. Oh, is everything okay? What kind of lobby? If you're okay with talking about that, that is. Ma'am, indeed, indeed. Yeah, is everyone all right? Everything okay? But yeah, that does remind me. So for moderators, I need to get your channel URLs so that I can actually make you a moderator on YouTube. I can't just say, hey, here's this user. I gotta get like the whole URL. So, not to volunteer you, CC, but if you want to be a moderator on my YouTube as well, make sure to um send me the URL so I can get you set up. She's getting a shot on her hip. Oh, gotcha. Well, that's a good reason to be waiting, at least. It's not, oh, hey, she's injured or sick. That's good. I'm glad everything's well there. But yeah, sorry I've had to reschedule so many streams lately. I think the issue was that I was going day by day instead of just saying, okay, let me just get resituated for the week. I was just saying, okay, well today's is rescheduled, but then I would constantly be on my mind, okay, I need to get this going, I need to get this going, I need to get this going. So I wouldn't actually relax. And so the next day would come and I'm still out of shape and not really ready for it. So I'm like, okay, well this day is out too. What I should have done is just rescheduled the entire week. Because I mean that's basically what ended up happening 2 times. I forgot my username was CC, thought it was Galaxy. Oh, no worries. Um, but yeah, uh, yeah, that account is CC, seems. But yeah, no worries. Would you rather me address you as Galaxy or CC on here? What was I going to do? I feel like I was going to take a drink of something, but I have nothing to take a drink from. Big sad. Oh, nope. Thought I had a message, but it's just, hey, here's someone you might know on Instagram. No. Thanks for letting me know, though. uh, Hold on. I'm gonna keep this in the pre-stream chat. Let me just go ahead and get the game ready and muted because it can be pretty loud. Either one is fine. Gotcha. Okay, it's already muted. Cool, cool. Yeah, gotcha. So how's it been since last time you've been able to come on Stream Galaxy? It's been a while. I know you've been going through some stuff, and I mean, if you don't want to talk about some of it, that's perfectly fine. But like just in general, how's things been? Woke up at 1 a.m. and I regret. I feel it. I tried to get laid down early, and then my brain was like, no, you're not doing that. You woke up at 4 p.m. I don't know why you're trying to get to bed this early. So I stayed up, uh, got on the computer for a bit, tried to make myself sleepy, and then finally was able to get to bed at around 6 or 7. Don't know how I was able to get up at 2 p.m. That's good. I'm getting there. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear things are getting better. I know things have been rough for you recently. But yeah. What else has been going on? So, well, I want to stay on a roll with streams. I'll see how I am at the end of the week before I schedule more. Because I don't want to go on this, okay, well, today is rescheduled, today is rescheduled, today is rescheduled. If I feel I need time, I'm going to just be like, alright, I'll wait until I'm good to schedule streams further, because that was overall a bad way to do things. And I could only really communicate on my Discord, which doesn't really have everyone I would be reaching. Speaking of... Oh, thank you. It took me a while to see it, because, okay, there it is, yeah. YouTube has emojis, yes. Yes, very nice. And, even better, they have just emojis anyone can use and not just stream emoji. Nice. I like them. But yeah, it's weird. It's showing up for me because I'm looking at my Streamlabs screen. It has the chat right here, but it also has the intermission screen like right here, and it's showing up on my intermission chat box before it's showing up on my Streamlabs chat box. So if I look confused with any, like when people send things, that's why, because I'm seeing things pop up over here, but not over here. And it's like, wait a minute. Brain is loading. But yes, also I've noticed it seems that uh Twitch streams generally have a higher quality encoding in terms of like the resolution and how that goes, but it also seems like YouTube is far more stable. Like I'm jinxing myself for saying this, but I haven't dropped a frame yet. The only issue I've had with YouTube is, and it's not even a YouTube issue, I've just pushed my computer too hard, is that I'll have skipped frames, which I've learned skipped frames are different from dropped frames. And that was causing the confusion. It's okay. Yeah. And that's what was causing the confusion in my last stream, the Gloria Victus one, because it was throwing up errors saying I had skipped frames, but it didn't show me anything. It only shows me dropped frames, and I'm like, no, I don't. Stop telling me this. You're lying to me. But no, it's just that it wasn't giving me that actual metric for whatever reason. So I was skipping a lot of frames, and it was very choppy when I went back to look at it. But the connection was fine. So yeah, dropped frames occur for any, you know, people looking at anyone looking to get into streaming. Dropped frames are based on internet and your connection, whereas skipped frames are based on your hardware. So if you're having skipped frames, then you need to change how hard you're working your PC. If you're having dropped frames, you need to change how hard you're working your internet. Would have been very good if Streamlabs had, I don't know, anything in it that told me that, but it's fine. Doesn't need it, I guess. Yeah, I've noticed a lot that I've been looking away from the camera, particularly in the last stream. I think it started because I was like, okay, well, let me try and find where I almost cut my finger off, because that's where it started, but every single time I started talking, I started looking away after that. I'm not sure if I was getting nervous or if it was because the camera was like right there instead of right there. It's still kind of high. I still have to look up, and I don't really like it, but I mean, it works. All in all, in some ways a webcam would be better. I can tell my nephew he wants to stream. Yeah, that would be good. Because there's a lot of things you need to know about Streamlabs. It does not tell you. There are so many settings that are just, it doesn't explain anything. It expects you to know, which is a very bad way of doing things. Once you get the settings down that you need for your PC, it works like a charm, but the issue is, it doesn't explain anything. And so you're probably going to go off of someone else's settings for their PC, because that usually works, but it doesn't work for everyone's PC. That's what I was doing. One of my friends who streams on Twitch, his name is Mavi. Nothing happened to him. His name is Mavi. But he streams and his computer is a potato. So I used the settings that he was using. But somehow, something in his computer must be better than mine. Because I was like, it just didn't work when I had his potato settings. It didn't work for my PC at all. But his streams are so smooth. They work out perfectly. And mine don't. Of course, at the same time, I'm working on higher intensity games, so I think it's forcing that CPU to act up harder. But yeah, saying something before that. I remember I was saying I almost cut my fingers off. Oh yeah. So, the thing about the camera, which is another thing for any potential streamers out there, a webcam, of course, you're gonna have... Shut the hell. So a webcam, you're gonna have like straight on you, but it's not that good of quality, right? Like I have a Sony HD that I have to awkwardly plug into my computer. I found a better USB one, or one that can hook up from USB that is a dedicated camera that hopefully I'll get in the next couple months, but for now I have this. But yeah, a webcam is just not that great of quality, but you can look right dead on it and not have to tilt your head up like this. So I don't know. I think I still have my old webcam somewhere. But honestly, I do like this. The issue is though is that if I move too much, you can kind of see like it's not natively doing it. Like you can kind of see, I don't know, like lines in it, right? My current just chatting screen is a lot smaller than my other one because I have much more going on here. So it's less noticeable. But yeah, at least on the Streamlabs thing, it looks kind of funky. LOL. I get a bit of a delay, and I think you do too. So I'm not sure what part is the LOL, but yes. Honestly, just life in general, my life especially. LOL, dude. But yeah, so yeah, webcams you can look straight ahead, relatively cheap, but they're not high quality. If you're able to find a camera that is that can hook up through USB, that's just a normal recording camera, then you can find like how do I put this? So if you find a $200 recorder camera that can hook up through USB, it would, which you're probably not, but let's just go with that. It will be a much higher quality than a $200 webcam. Let's put it that way. So the cameras are higher quality, but to actually get there, you need to have a higher price range. I think this I got on my credit card. Good chance to build some credit. Speaking of, my credit score has been doing good recently. My fucking old school that I went to for about a semester and a half were saying that I still owed them when I didn't. I had consolidated all of the loans that I had with them into my federal loans, and I can go back and show exactly where that happened. But they were arguing, oh no, well, you didn't consolidate that. You couldn't have consolidated that because of this, this, and this. But I showed them exactly where, in fact, I did. I showed them how my federal went from 1,000 to 6,000 because I added the 5,000 to it from them, and they kept arguing against it. So it went on my credit score or my credit report, but it was already on my credit report before, and it was ticking off when I consolidated it. And so I had disputed it, and they went through my entire credit history, and apparently my credit card had not been reporting my good payments. And so they had to report my good payments then. And so even though, like at that time, because it was actually on a completely different credit report, it had shot up. It had not been taken off at that time, though it was after I stepped in and said, hey, no, it was on my other credit report, not this one. But yeah, they had to go through my entire credit history. They found all of my good payments that my credit bureau did not bother, or rather, the credit card did not bother to tell the bureau, and my score just shot up. It was great. Can you believe they opened up the schools? I find it dumb. People are getting sick more now. Should have done it online. Yeah. I mean, different places have different, like, levels of infectedness, I guess you could say. Also, it's a bit complicated how that works. Uh, but I mean, I can see it. If that particular area is doing fine, then yeah. But honestly, I would totally go to school online if I had the option as a kid. I don't want to leave home. You kidding me? I would 100% take a Zoom class. Hey, you doing your homework? Yeah. You using Google? No. Can you prove it? No. Can you prove I am using Google? No. Great. Test. Yep. Hey, what's all that typing sound? Oh, I'm just putting in my answers. Copy paste. Not lying. But yeah, I would. Yeah, it's complicated because on one hand, yeah, it is still going around, and on the other hand, you can't keep it like that forever, right? You have to get people out, and if you last too long, people are probably gonna break down. So I get it. I just wish people went about it better in the first place. It feels like all of the solutions that we had were very rushed because people were like, "Oh my God, we gotta do something about this." So it's understandable. But when you rush solutions, they tend to not be good. Indeed, indeed. I would 100% take school online. I was actually about to get back into school. Uh, beginning of last year. I was gonna go to WGU, but for whatever reason, they were just like, okay, well, your financial aid is pending. I checked back, but a couple weeks later, pending. A month later, pending. 3 months later, pending. What do you refer? What are you talking about? And it eventually went for so long that like it just went into another semester, so I was no longer in the accepted status. I was just an applicant, or not even applicant, like a pre-applicant, right? I needed to apply again, and I'm like, okay, you know what? No, I'm good. I'm fine. I don't need to go here. I'll work better on my own time anyway. Some people are not having the shot since they still don't know how it will affect. That's honestly perfectly fair. Now when you get into when you get into the conspiracy theories, I don't know about those. I didn't really bother looking into those, but the general idea of how it will affect people long term, like it's a new thing, so we can't really know how will this affect me in 5 years because there have been vaccines in the past that affected people 5 years down the line. It hasn't been out for 5 years, so we have no way of knowing. So if someone wanted to take that choice for themselves, I completely understand. At the same time, there are a lot of people who are yelling very vehemently about this vaccine, and it just bothers me. Like, get it or don't get it, guys. Uh, no use yelling about it to other people. Let them make their own decisions, I guess. But yeah, I feel like everything was very, very rushed. Um, or mess with genetic. Yeah. Which my mom is talking to me about the needle. Oof. Is everything going all right? Did it did it hurt or did it go fine? Yeah. Uh, just going to say something. I forgot what. Yeah. Oh yeah. So the way this entire thing went out, like, there were a lot of people blaming or saying that Fauci was lying or whatever because it went mask, no mask, mask, no mask, and the more science you do, the more you learn about it. But honestly, I feel like the issue is if they were still studying it, don't release information. That's just reckless. Like you're in a haste and you want to help. I understand that, but it just seems like it's the bad choice to say something definitively on something you're currently studying, right? And I don't want to be like, oh, he bad, he evil, because I don't know enough about him. I don't care enough to look it up. I don't know. It just seems like, to me, if you're studying something, don't release information until the study is fully completed, right? Like, even if you need that information now, it's better to get the right information in 2 weeks than to release the wrong information today. But yeah, YouTube tends to not like these discussions. So, let me. It's been 25 minutes. Let me get into the game. I'm gonna go to live scene. Hopefully, it captures it. Have you ever played RuneScape Galaxy? Probably should have just turned this on when I needed to get to sleep. This is some very relaxing music. Okay, yeah, it's capturing it. I have it up on my screen, but the one on my screen is like a good 30 seconds slow. Hold on, let me put this over here. Alright, so what was I doing? Oh, right. We are going to grind today for some stonks. Although the algorithm tells me that stocks is a better word to say. Now, not too many people search up stonks, but a lot of people search for stocks. So, ruining my fun. Okay, let's pick this up. No, but I've seen you play it. Yeah, I did play it a bit on Twitch. I didn't really have a definitive thing I wanted to do there, and I was on hardcore Iron Man, which is usually how I play anyway, which is why I selected that, which basically just means that on Iron Man you cannot... Wait, hold on, wrong bank. Go up to Edgeville. On Iron Man, you cannot trade or use the Grand Exchange, which is generally how I play. But every now and then, I just kind of want to, you know, not do that. Not be stressed out about, oh, I don't have these materials. I have to go and get these materials for the next 2 hours. I kind of just want to get this done and kill stuff. So I decided against it on this character, that and my sister and brother we're gonna get back in it. And I know my sister did. My brother played it a little bit. I'm not sure how much. My sister went and decided she was going to bum rush the construction thing, which costs a lot of money. That entire housing thing is basically just a money sink. But she kind of got lucky. There was someone who was like, alright, well, I'll just give you... I think it was 3 mil? No particular reason. So she had $3 million to burn, so she just bum rushed the construction skill tree, made her house, and then when she made her house, someone tipped her 4 million. I'm like, okay, this is fine. This is okay. I'm okay with being a poor boy while you're completely new and making all this money. I'm not jealous. Only a stupid person would be jealous. Only a stupid person would be salty at all. Oh, there's someone already here. Okay, well, I gotta switch worlds then. World switcher. Let's find... Mostly it's the free worlds that have... Oh, this is a PvP world, never mind. It's usually the free worlds that have the least population, which is why I tend to go on those. Oh yes. Give me these low population worlds where I don't have to compete for the coal. This is much better for me. Aha. But yes, so this is mostly probably gonna be a chill stream because this is gonna take a while. So it's probably gonna be a mostly talk stream. Oh, or me missing the thing completely and accidentally fighting people. Like I didn't mean to choose violence, but it's fine. Did you die already? I'm just trying to get coal and you got in my way as soon as I went to click on the coal. If you want to run, I'm not gonna chase you. I promise. Just let me mine. No? Okay. This is okay. Like, logistically, this is probably a much better way to go about this. But, like, this camera angle, I don't like it. So, we're gonna stick with this. Wait, let me bury this first. Yeah. Those rocks, not these rocks. But yeah, there was one thing I was doing to make money. Iron bars sell for like twice around that as much as the iron ore. No, wrong button. Sells for like twice as much as the iron ores, but they have a chance of not. Dude, they have a chance of like not actually working, and I don't know, just you don't get anything from it unless you have a ring of forging. So what I would do is just buy a ring of forging, which lasts for like 140 things of iron. Hold on, I'm gonna put this in the bank already because I don't want to just be mining iron all day. I promise stonks, and we shall have stonks and iron. But yes, I don't know, maybe I can get money from coal, we'll see. But one thing I would do, or I'll show it, because if anyone doesn't usually watch or play RuneScape, then it'll make more sense if I do. Okay, pick it up. Needs to chest, alright. Okay, apparently telling my guy not to run closes the bank screen. Alright, this is fine. So it'd take like this iron ore. Hold on, let me put my pickaxe back. And put it down here where it was. There we go. So if I take this iron ore normally. Bots. Get away. Or maybe not bots, maybe players, but they're all level 3 and all have odd names. Oh nope, that one's not. Okay. Yeah, if I just do this normally, and it won't always work. You're making a liar out of me, game, and I don't appreciate it. I said something very... Oh, that's because I had a ring of forging on. That would explain it. Alright, so if I do this normally, as you can see, sometimes it just doesn't work because the ore is too impure. Unless I wear what you saw earlier. Where is it? I know I have them. Yep, I have 20 of them. Alright. Withdraw 1. Where? Unless I have a ring of forging. Which... No, it's not what I meant to press. Which... has enough... Hold on, while I'm here... No, I don't want to talk to you. I want to just bank with this booth. Might as well put these back. Get more of these. Alright, so... No. I did the wrong thing. Okay, sorry. not the coal. I don't need coal. I need iron. Yes. There we go. Now we're making progress. But yeah, got a ring of forging. Just do this, and the ring of forging lasts for like 5 full inventories of iron. So that's mostly what I've been doing for money. It's not big money because I don't have big skills to get the stuff that makes big money. But hey. Why don't we're doing this? How have you guys been? How's your days going? Yeah. On here, so if I scratch my head a lot, I apologize. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna take this back to the Grand Exchange and show roundabouts how much it's worth. That and the other iron I already have. Which I'd started mining coal because I can almost smelt mithril, but I cannot almost mine mithril, which is going to be a huge problem for me. I don't like that. I like to be able to get my own stuff. So let's see here. So to clarify, if any big people show up in the chat, this isn't going to be big people stonks, okay? I'm not a big person, stat-wise. But, you know, it will be a decent amount that most people can start doing, right? Also, I have noticed the economy has been completely trashed since I last played, or at least in some areas. Like, there's Rune Essence, and there's Pure Essence. Rune Essence is 10 GP. That, for those of you who don't know, that's for creating runes which are used to do magic. Pure Essence, which require a specific mining level and member, and you have to be a member, is 1 GP. Last I checked. And that is used to make bigger and better things. So, oh no, confusing. Okay, so this 344, I could sell for around 41,000. But it was what, around 300? So let's go ahead and get, oh wait, it'd probably help if I actually search for iron, right? Here. Yeah, so about 3 times as much, right? Roundabouts. I wasn't actually paying too much attention, but essentially around 3 times as much. And a ring of forging, which allows you to, like I said, do this perfectly 5 times, is roughly 1,000 GP, so not all that much of an investment. But yeah, I'm kind of torn on what to do because I don't know. I know I said skilling, but I feel like skilling can get a bit too samey. Is there anything else people want to see specifically? Like any specific skills? Here's what I have right now. Right. I haven't really been leveling that because I can't even make mithril, and I don't want to buy things. I want to make my own stuff. Can't even make mithril, so I don't know. I feel like there's not much point in raising that right now. I'm just gonna feel bad that I can't make. What's the one after mithril? I don't know. Adamant. There we go. Which I can already equip adamant. Yeah. Wait, no. Almost. Never mind. Almost equip adamant. So I'm just gonna feel bad that I can't make the next tier. Yeah. I think we'll go back and forth between smelting and mining for a bit, unless people want to see something specific. Let's see. I mean, there are, but none of them particularly want to do. Okay. So let's get... Wait, let me check and see exactly how much coal sells for. Oh! Yeah, I'd say that's some stonks. Okay, well. Let me just yeah. Sell. Good lord, okay. I will take it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Okay, well. Can absolutely grind for stonks and mining. Good to know. After seeing iron, I wasn't entirely sure. You guys hear that boom? My neighbor's gonna shut the fuck up. Getting tired, but I don't know. I'm sorry about that. Is it because of this music, or because you have to sit there all day? Because I could see it being either. Because this music will put you to sleep sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Oh! There was... I was watching my friend Dadpool on Twitch. Dadpool TV. And there was a song that it was playing in the background called Like Me by Bad Case of the Mondays. And there was a song on here 172 miles away. Fucking yikes. I'm sorry. That's how I feel whenever I'm trying to go anywhere in this game. With how slow the default walk is and how quickly the run stamina drains. But yeah, he was playing Like Me by Bad Case of the Mondays. And I had... Hold on, where's the... This is the... Yeah, this is music player. I had Autumn Harvest on, which is up here. You see... Autumn Voyage? I mean, perhaps thought it was Harvest, but I guess not. Alright, is this it? Possibly. Anyway, I had something or another. Yes, it was this. So I had this on with his song, and it was an absolute bop. I'm not gonna lie. If I had any mixing capabilities, that would be a fantastic remix. It was amazing. Had to keep travel and I can't sleep through music. Huh, nice. Oh no. Bad time. Alright, the itis is not yet upon me, but I feel it creeping. I feel it creeping in. Okay, good. Yes, you mine that 10, and don't mind me mining this coal. See, the thing about coal that's very weird is that it could take half a second, like you just saw, or 5 minutes. It's the thing keeping me up. Gotcha. Well, in that case, where's the settings? Here we go. That better? Wait, that's been too loud for my voice. Test. Test. My compressor doesn't want to work sometimes, so okay, I can't turn it up too much. So how dare I yawn? Illegal. Not allowed. It's illegal, sorry. Straight to jail. But yes, coal will sometimes take half a second, and sometimes it's like, you're just gonna sit here for 5 minutes while you pick on this one rock. Like, okay, this is what I wanted to do with my time. You understand me, game? Not gonna lie. There it is again. I tried with the music, but for whatever reason, like, my compressor doesn't want to work. And what that's supposed to do is lessen the desktop volume whenever I speak and duck under it, but for whatever reason, it's just like, nah. See, I see that you have that set up perfectly, but I'm just not gonna do it today. No, it's in a dungeon. Yeah, I think that's right. If I'm spelling it. Yeah, I think that's right. Your tired brain is either correct or close enough to fool me. Of course, I'm also yawning, so... Yeah, it'll last it'll go very quickly when I go to do something. If I'm actively paying attention, that's when it lasts 5 minutes, but when I go to, like, take a drink of something, or, or, like, go to scratch my head, anything that requires me to take my hand off of the mouse, that's when it's like, oh, you're done. Don't worry, we see that you're losing attention in this game, and we hear you. This is done immediately. I'm like, okay, good. Is the next one gonna be right like that? No. How dare you fucking ask me that question? Okay, I'm just trying to ask. Just trying to calm down. We're all friends here. Speaking of, I might put it on the BRB scene just for a quick second because I'm gonna go and get me something to drink. After this load of coal. Da 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 da. I wanna. You wanna? You wanna what? Sing is it? There was a YouTube video, that was in early days of YouTube, and it was these two little boys mouthing that song. I don't know why I found that so funny as a kid. Yeah, I wonder if that, well, that's probably still up, but I don't even know. Like, I feel like if I just search Spice Girls or whatever the heck, like, I know that's who did the song, but I don't know what that song was. Like, I feel like if I just search that song, I'm gonna find the song and not the meme that it existed in that time. That's such a shame. I know of so many, like, things from that time that I just can't remember the name of, and if I try to search it, I'll find something entirely different. Sleep! Same. That's me 24/7. Like, I could sleep for, like, 14 hours and still be tired. Part of my body won't be tired enough to actually get to sleep, but sleep is good. Gonna be my lover, that's what the song was. But if I search that, like I said, I'm gonna find the song, not the meme of people mouthing the song. Ah. There we go. Speaking of songs, Galaxy, I'm not sure if you were here on the starting soon screen, but I got a new song. I'm using it under Creative Commons rights, which means that I can't make money off of it, but there is a license to purchase to do so. So I'm gonna have to get that before I actually monetize this channel, but it's like 50 bucks. I think I'll get it when I get paid next. But yeah, I'm using it for both my BRB and my starting soon, and it's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. Also, speaking of YouTube, it's been screwing with me lately. And my analytics. One of the things I need to get partner is 4,000 hours watched. Excuse me, like just in total. And 1,000 subscribers. And it took off like 1,000 minutes of watch time. And then just put it back on, and then took it off again. And And I was like, okay, what the hell is going on here? And I thought it was maybe because, like, I'll listen to it while I'm doing other things to see where I can improve and see what parts maybe don't work as well. So I thought maybe that was why, but no, they're perfectly fine with that. Apparently it's if... What do you want? What is... Fine. These things give me experience potions, so yes. They're pretty easy. But yeah, before I do this, took off like 1,000 minutes of it, and apparently that's when people have multiple tabs open. It takes off the excess, but they count everything as excess. Like they think that someone is manipulating that harshly, so they will take off the entire thing, I guess, for that day. Or at least that's what it seemed to me, because it took off entire days worth of watch time, and I'm like, why? Why? I don't think I was doing that. I mean, I have it on loop because it's long form, and I need to see where I need to improve and whatnot. And if you don't want to count that, fine, but don't take it off and put it back on and take it off again. That's just rude and confusing as hell. Hold on, is that a ramen box? I can't actually see that from here, but it looks like a ramen box, and now I want ramen. Rude. And slacking in your studies, so it's time for it. Don't. Rude. Okay, so you have a bunch of armors and weapons, so obviously this comes next. Pick the next object in the pattern. Again, bunch of armors and weapons. This is the same thing you just asked me, game. Okay, so armor, or shield, 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 shield. Well done. You have successfully answered the same question 3 times. Okay, and I get Book of Knowledge. Train the mining, please. Sick. Nice. Alright, and I didn't even get a level up from that. I want to have some homemade noodles, not gonna lie. Same. Dude, I could really go for some noodles right about now. So good. Wait, hold on, is this... Should I... Oh wait, I would need to completely readjust that if I want to lower that camera. Okay, well never mind then. But yeah, there was about a month or two where all I ate was like Chinese takeout just for the noodles, and I'm like, oh, this is so good. The reason why I stopped is because I think the place... Cuckoo. Oh, Cuckoo! I'm not sure if he's in the chat right now, but it said that he just subscribed on YouTube. Hello, Cuckoo! If you are here, welcome, welcome. Feel bad, I stare at a place, awkward, and I think I look like them. I think I look like them, but... Oh, yeah, gotcha. Sorry, I had to reread that a few times, because I can be a bit slow. Yeah, I'm the same way. Hi, Cuckoo! How are you doing? But yeah, I'm the same way, Galaxy, no worries. I'll just daze out and then realize, oh wait, I'm looking at someone. Yikes. Weird how it shows 0 and it goes 2. Same, yeah. For me it just shows 1. Wish I knew you were streaming on YT. Yeah, I announced it in my server that I was going to be doing that, and sadly, like I had scheduled all the streams for that week, but I wasn't actually ready to stream for that week, so I would go day by day. But that's just a bad way to do it. I should have just rescheduled it, said, hey, when I'm ready to stream, I'll come back. And because for 2 weeks I kept rescheduling it on the day, it was just bad. Sub to the wrong channel? Yikes, I'm sorry. I'm good. What about you? I'm doing well. And it might not be that you subbed to the wrong channel. Thing is that I made 2 channels by accident. I think I forgot the password to one of them and forgot the email I used for that one as well. So I just made so I made this one. Oh wait, hold on, let's put coal down here. Yes. Yeah, I'm well. I had beef O'Brady's before I came here, and it took longer than I expected, which is why I had to push it back by like 30 minutes. Same, yeah. See, now it's showing 2 viewers. Earlier it was like 1 viewer, 0 viewers, 1 viewer. It's weird. Going back to school tomorrow. Oh, nice. I hope that goes well. Galaxy and I were just talking about that, though. About how they were just now letting people back in schools. Sub to the one where it's your first name and your last... Oh! Yeah, that's my viewer account. Yeah. It's not technically wrong. I technically still have videos on there, but they're not anything that are legitimate videos. Just kind of, I don't know, things I messed around with. Posted from PS4 mostly. Yeah, YouTube is weird. Yeah. Yeah, my viewer account's just Thomas Arm. And then this is my actual main channel. Haven't been able to go to school for a week. Oof, why not? You okay, man? Been in school for more than a month? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I think our schools lasted, or started about a month ago. Almost 2. Gotcha. Honestly, though, as much as YouTube has kind of been screwy with its analytics, and as much of bad things as I've heard about the creators on YouTube, coming from Twitch, I like it a lot better. Holy... It's not as clear as it should be. It has a lot of improvements to make, but it is far better than Twitch. Oh my goodness. The analytics are a lot more clear. Its regulations on what it should actually be are a lot better, or for getting a partnership is a lot better, because a YouTube partner is based on watch time and subscribers, not like average viewership. And if I stream and then post a VOD, the views for that actually count. If you stream on Twitch and the VOD stays up, that doesn't mean anything. It's just nice for people to go back and watch. It doesn't do anything for you, I don't think. And so, yeah, I don't know, just feels better all around. Not fantastic, but just the atmosphere and the quality. Like, I haven't dropped a single frame the entire time, which is great. On Twitch, I drop frames constantly. I gotta go. Oh, no worries. Thanks for coming out, Galaxy. I greatly appreciate it. I hope everything goes well while you're at the, well, with the shot and whatnot that your mom is getting. Have a good stream. Thank you. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Yes, Cuckoo. What have you been up to? But I got the... oh. So I can't go back. Gotcha. Okay, so you had to quarantine. Well, I hope you're feeling good, man. That sounds rough. That's rough, buddy. No. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better. I had a couple of friends who had gotten it at different times. Mostly people who work at warehouses. And they had differing experiences, so I hope yours was on the more positive side. Nah. Don't confuse me like that, okay? I thought an emote was loading. It's just rude. My mining is now 47. I only need 8 more levels. No. Honestly, I'm kind of glad that one dude interrupted me, because I got 690 experience. So I haven't passed my contagious state. So if I don't have symptoms tomorrow, I'm going back. Nice. Honestly, I'm going to be... If I were you, I would fake some symptoms. Just be like, look, I gotta stay home more. Sorry. Gotta quarantine for another week. What a pun. Just what a pun. I did actually get something that gave me 690 experience, so I just said nice, if that's what you're referring to. I don't know what you mean about a pun other than that. Yeah, indeed. You know, I do go back and edit these, like just minorly. Like I've noticed that if I keep too much of the starting soon thing on, then, you know, people don't stay at all. They don't even skip. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Just take that off. But when I edit anything, the live chat replay is unavailable. Like it doesn't let me include it at that point. So people are going to be very confused when I go back and edit out the starting soon screen. Oh! 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 Oh, symptoms are more on the positive side. That's not what I meant, but that is good. I like that. I hope that your experiences have been less negative. That's still bad. You know what I mean, Kirku. I feel like if I did that, my mom would be disappointed. Fair. No one wants to disappoint their parents. No one wants to go to school either. But yeah, that's fair. Stay in school, get educated, but I mean, if you can take school from home, no reason not to. Or if they're just saying, hey, take absences and don't do anything, then yikes. Yeah, understandable. Chat overlay. Yeah, I just don't know where I would put it, because it would depend on the game, right? The exact positioning would be odd. Like, I have a chat overlay here, because I know where to put it. There's a big box for it. Oh, okay. But here, there is not. No worries, Kirku. Stay safe. I went the weird way around here. Alright, so I did say during that last one that I would be right back. After I deposited the coal and then I went back up for another round. But I will be right back because I really need something to drink. Gonna go and get me a sparkling water. There we go. Alright, BRB. I got me some lemon lime flavored water. Kinda tastes like Sprite Zero. Pretty good. I was about to say the brand, but you know what? Not sponsored. Not gonna promote something. I'm not getting money for it. I feel like that's where a lot of like larger creators went wrong. Like when okay. Like when Jacksepticeye was saying, you know, was trying to get that Coke sponsorship, but he kept advertising Coke every single time. Like, why? Why would someone pay you for something you're doing for free, right? Unless they're objectively good people out of the kindness of their heart, but relying on that from a company is probably not the best. If it were me, I'd just be like, okay, look, I would email and be like, alright, look, I've been drinking this on stream the entire time, but I haven't said anything because, well, quite frankly, I'm not paid to. It'd be very easy if I were to get, you know, some kind of, you know, benefit for saying what I'm drinking on stream. Yeah, what I will say is that it's an 88-cent sparkling water, which actually tastes pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Cold or hot. Ping, ping, ping. So let me double check something. Here we go. Ugh. Hey, I got a sapphire. Thank you. This is completely worthless to me, but thanks. I appreciate it. Man, I feel bad for people who actually want to level, like, the crafting made jewelry, because this really is the biggest RNG. Like, if this actually matters to anyone, like the gems, that's so sad. Unless, of course, there's actually a specific place you can go and get it, but other than that, do-do-do-do. Do. This is gonna make me fucking tired, man. Alright. Oh wait, hold on. This is not a full thing of coal. What am I doing? I'm not done yet. Oh, but yeah, I'm pretty glad with how this stream is turning out so far, quality-wise. Like, I'm not seeing any dip in quality. I'm not getting any skipped frames. I'm not getting any dropped frames. It's all running smooth. Of course, I'm playing RuneScape, right? So, probably be different when on Friday if I don't reschedule it. I'll be playing BDO, which famously just does not run. It looks pretty, but it does not run very well at all, so good lord, you could probably play that on like a 5900X CPU, 3090 NVIDIA graphics card, and it'd still be like 10 frames. Jeez. I don't know how I'm gonna end up playing BDO though, because I originally played it on excuse me. I had originally played it on console. There we go. That's the word. It had a really good layout for controller, and it has controller support on PC, but only partially. It doesn't have its full console controller layout, and you have to rebind things constantly, and the combat doesn't work the same on controller, and I'm just like, why? Why would you add controller layout, then make something completely trash when you already have a perfectly working controller layout? I'm so confused. I don't know, it's just the way I'm used to playing it, and I'm certainly not gonna get used to keyboard because hands. So the complexity of that combat, well, it doesn't have to be complex. Most things are just very easy. But if you want to like min-max things like I try to do, it can be complex. I also want to play Bless Unleashed at some point, which is basically, for those of you who don't know, BDO at home. If you went driving with, you know, your mother and you asked, hey, can we play Black Desert online? And she said, we have Black Desert at home. Bless Unleashed would be Black Desert at home, but it is pretty good. I like it. It has a lot of issues. A lot of issues, but it's nice. Both are free though, so when people ask why would I play this over BDO, hard to give you an answer. Just different experiences, I guess. That and the fact that, according to vidIQ, it's a very good game to be streaming right now. Yeah, I've been meaning to put it on the list somewhere, but honestly, like, I played it, and I liked it, and I got to, like, level 40-ish. Like, okay, this is good. Didn't really feel a need to pick it back up. I liked it. It was a nice thing to play for a bit, but I don't know. The combat's odd. It'll suddenly get hard, and then just ease off completely. It'll get hard again, it'll be very easy again. And I'm like, what are these spikes? So confused. Some things will decide they're gonna act like bullet sponges, and other things are just gonna be like, okay, well, we'll die in one hit. Hard to get any consistency out of. Apparently they have a PvP scene. I just got to level 40 though, and I'm not in a PvP area, so I can't really speak on that. Well, not just. Last time I played. Last time I actively played. Logged on a little bit ago, but it didn't really do anything. Crafting is also a bit odd. Doesn't really seem to be worth anything until end game, but if it's not worth anything during early to mid game, then people aren't going to do it, which means that end game you're going to be grinding so much for effectively, I'm not going to say nothing, but like, you have to grind so much of what is effectively nothing to get anywhere. Also, I'm conflicted as to whether or not I'm going to stream Gloria Victis again. Just because A, it was so intensive on my CPU I just couldn't capture. That was what the skipped frames were. And B, they had changed it. And welcome back, Raku. They had changed Gloria Victis. Randomly, they just kind of decided to put in skills that weren't there anymore, which made things you could always do into things you had to grind to do, which was stupid. Sorry, I was gonna... No worries, Cuckoo. I'm glad everything's okay. When the last thing you say is, wait, hold on a second, someone's at my house, be right back. I'm kind of like, oh, okay. Well, stay safe. But yeah, in Gloria Victis, they added, specifically in this case, disassembling, which was a really big thing for crafters, and really anyone who just didn't want junk in their inventory they didn't need. They could just disassemble it and get rid of stuff without having to go find anywhere to sell it. And yeah, now you actually have to grind disassembling, and it's by rarity, not just by rarity, but also by gear. So in the later levels, it's like, okay, well, you can take apart a legendary chest piece. You can take apart a legendary sword. I'm like, why? For what purpose did you add this? And then someone was going off about it in like the discussion on Steam, and they were talking about how much they didn't like it. And the dev flat out responded, like, his first line was, I am afraid you have completely misunderstood the long-term intent of this update. And I'm like, hold on. So your response is essentially, I don't care how you feel right now, we're thinking ahead of you. Like, I was like, holy hell, how? How does a dev get that so far gone that they're like, okay, well, we have an intent here. This is exactly what it will do because we are smarter than you. So just give it a try because it's not going anywhere. And for a game that advertises that it listens to its community, it was very disrespectful and very dismissive. It was odd. It was my mom's friend. Okay, gotcha. That's fair. Yeah, last thing I heard was, oh, someone's at the house, be right back. Oh. Okay. But yeah. I might still stream it because, A, they might change it back. A lot of people are very upset that I didn't leave it in there in the first place. Might not. B, honestly, it's just a good game to stream as far as views go, and I don't hate it. there's a lot of potential in the game, but it seems like everywhere there's potential, there's another place that devs are like, well, fuck you. We're just gonna add this thing to completely screw you over. I'm currently enclosed, Cuckoo. It's just like saying your opinion doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. It was a faux, like a faux respectful, like a fake respect. Like it, from a PR standpoint, it sounded almost correct, but like the exact words that were being used, there was nothing disrespectful about the exact words, but how they were being used to effectively say, okay, well, I'm going to dismiss everything that you have said and tell you what it's going to do. But it doesn't really make a lot of sense because he was talking about long-term crafters and the long-term economy, and you cannot have long-term crafters, or long-term crafting, if you don't have long-term crafters. The crafting was already abysmal in the first place, and a pain to get through because the tutorial, for whatever reason, ended at 40, or at least for me. I was in a nation that gave me extra experience, didn't have enough people. So it ended at me for 40. Meaning that for me, appropriate gear was level 40 gear. You know how much you can make out of the start? If you're an armor smith, then you start at armor smithing 15. Great. If you're not, but you want to get into crafting, you start at like 1. And armor smithing 15, you still make like level 5 to 10 gear. I think. I could be wrong. But so you're getting all this gear that you didn't need in the first place to disassemble, make, disassemble again, just to get to anything good. And then, beyond that, if you're a new player, you don't know where to find things. So either you're going to be very meta with your gaming and use a guide, or maybe you're just one of those people who like exploring and like finding things, but that's still a pain in the ass when you have to do that, right? Where you have to either rely on a third-party guide or like take so much time out of your day just to find out where to go. And even then, it's taking the resources, bringing it back, making things, going to find resources, bring it, like it's so much back and forth when you have no payout, right? So yeah, Gloria Victis is just a weird one for me. I might still play it, and I might not. We shall see in the future. This is RuneScape Classic, right? Old school RuneScape. The very, very small distinction. RuneScape Classic was the original servers. This is the one that most people are nostalgic for. Don't think anyone played RuneScape Classic. I think that shut down, but Old School is one of the top 5 MMOs. As far as player count goes, if I remember correctly. But yes, this is RuneScape Classic. I still have you on my friends list, Cuckoo. There you are. I'm sorry, this is OSRS, not RuneScape Classic. Just went on that rant and called it Classic. But yes, I have you on my friends list because I think it shares the same account. So, because I'm using Steam and I made a new account on here, isn't that what we played? We played RS3, I do believe. Although I might have played Old School with you as well on my other account. Whichever one I used for Old School, but I did not use Steam for it originally because it was only added to Steam recently. And usually when I play RuneScape and I come back to it, I want to play a new account because everything just feels so foreign to me. Like I'll get back and have decent stats and decent everything, and it just feels like something I didn't do, something I just kind of inherited. Yeah, I made a new account. I still have you as a friend on here because it's the same account as the RS3. The accounts are shared between RS3 and Old School RuneScape, which also means if you have a membership in one, you have a membership in the other. And so, yeah, so if you get on this on Steam, you'll still have your RS3 friends list. Right? Here we go. But yes, so if you wanted to, you could go ahead and get on, but you also don't have to if you don't want to. Old school is a lot grindier. We'll say that old school is a lot grindier than RS3. There's so many ways OSRS is leaps. Yeah, had a lot of excess spit up here, but it's so many ways it's leaps better than RS3. But there are some things RS3 just does better, like the balancing. Like, look at this. Level 1 for bronze, level 1 for iron, level 5 for steel. You don't know how you have to make those? Or what level it takes to make those? Level 1 in bronze, understandable. Level 15 iron, level 30 steel. So you have to be level 30 to make a level 6 weapons and armors. So all in all, it's just better balanced as far as the skills go for what you need and what you get on RS3. But I mean, this doesn't have a lot of the pay to win aspects of RS3, and there are many ways where RS3 is way too handholdy. Not gonna lie. If I download it, is it gonna take 0 seconds? It's probably not that big of a download, honestly. But if you're watching a stream or watching anything else, it might take some time because you are actively using that internet. Also, Cuckoo, how's the stream looking on your end? It looks perfect on my end, but I want to make sure it looks good on your end. I'm having 0.0% dropped frames, having no notifications on skipped frames, so my CPU is doing good. I haven't had any drop in bitrate, and it's saying 60 FPS. Is that all correct for you, Cuckoo? Alright, nice. Yeah, there's a quest I have to do. Goblin Diplomacy. It's a free quest. I don't know why it's free, because you need I think a member's item, or you need to give a member's item to someone. But yeah, to make a blue dye, but I forget exactly what it needs, and it's over in Draenor, and I don't want to go to Draenor right now. Been in this place for the last few days. That's good. Just delayed. That's it. Yeah, I have it on normal latency, which is about 30 seconds. That way it's not too much of a strain on the internet. But yeah, looks great on my end. A lot better than it did on Twitch. Oh my... Of course, Mabby also taught me a secret. If you make it... excuse me. So, partners have access to the better encoder. If you're not a partner, and you're streaming normally, the encoder you get will be of a lower quality. Unless you set your base resolution to 1440p, but then downscale to 720, because YouTube thinks, oh my god, a big old 1440p video. This is big quality. We gotta push this through. Yes, you get the good encoder, sir, even if you're just downscaling it to 720. And the funny thing is, you don't even have to actually have anything 1440. You can just force Streamlabs to make it 1440. And then downscale, which is what I've been doing. Only drop frames are 741 and 105. So I think you're good. Hold on, are those numbers I should understand? The only drop frames are 471 and 105,600. Are those numbers I should understand? Is that a reference to anything? Because I know a lot of people, particularly in the anime community, will just post numbers, and I was confused for a long time, and apparently it's to lewd animations. But not just lewd animations, cursed lewd animations, which is interesting. Oof. No, thank you. I want nothing of this. I do not want to have to bleach my eyes. Instead of 4. Huh? Only drop frame to 700, 421 out of... Okay, gotcha. Actually, I don't have any. I have 0 drop frames. At least it says so. If you see any drop frames, let me know. Yeah, Streamlabs is reporting 0.0%. Of course, I am streaming a game that has almost no requirements. You could play this on literal potato. Like, you know those potato clocks every kid makes for science class? You could probably play it on one of those. You could play this on your Samsung smart fridge. Discord? What about Discord? I'm confused. Do. You're eligible to... God damn it, Streamlabs. You're eligible to apply for a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. No. No. Sorry. No. YouTube is saying your stream is running at... YouTube is saying my stream is running at... 105,600. I'm confused as to what that means. Send you something. Okay, yeah, that works. I'll check it out. Hold on, let me... Yeah, so let me... Sound might stop here for a second. Alt tab. Oh, nope. Okay, play it in the background. Good to know, good to know. Open up my Discord. Oh, interesting. It does say that there's drop frames. That might be on your end, might be on my end. Don't know. Okay, so that's how many frames have been sent in total. 112,664. Or at least when you took that screenshot. So we've been going for like an hour? Yeah, an hour and a half. Sorry. God, no worries. You're good. I'm not sure if that's on your end or my end. It could be either or, honestly. Or it could just be YouTube. I could be streaming perfectly to YouTube and then YouTube's dropping some. Because that happens. So I would... Like, the fact that this says 0 shocks me. Especially with my internet. Good lord. Oh. Stupid. No, you're good. You're not stupid. Oh. Thought it was overall. You don't need to be sorry, and it's fine. Yeah, it's odd. I don't know what that's referring to, because it doesn't say, right? It's just not specific. It could be me, could be you, could be YouTube. I have no way of telling. Oh. Nani? I mean, I don't see anything. Gotcha. Okay. Understandable. I would put my camera lower because I feel like when I go like this, my head is just in frame, and it's not really focused on that. But I mean, I have to angle the tripod, which is a thing in of itself. Eventually. I'm not sure if it'll be during the stream or not, but we can play at some point. Right now, we have a specific matter at hand. Getting skill and getting money. Those are the two big things every person needs to do in RuneScape. get good and get cash. I can't scare you with money anymore. Yes, you can't. Ah, you can't redeem any channel points and scare the living shit out of me. You can't surprise me with that anymore, Cuckoo. Hey, you're now playing old school RuneScape. I mean, it doesn't show up on there because it's just capturing the game, but the Discord overlay showed me. Also, there was some kind of script or engine you were playing a couple weeks ago that it notified me every 2 seconds that it was up, and I'm like, okay. Steam? Steam. Halt. Halt. Please. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Also, I was gonna say something. Oh yes. For those who are here and who would like to support, liking the video really helps me out in the algorithm, you know. As does subscribing and ringing the bell. That way you make sure, you get all of my future streams. As you can tell, we do only the most exciting things, right? Only high octane action for this channel, okay? I mean, this is all I really need to show you, right? Of what this channel is. Just pure, rugged action. Leaf blower simulator. I don't think it was leaf blower simulator, but it was something, Cuckoo. That just, for whatever reason, every 2 seconds it was like, hey, it started up, hey, it started up. But that did have multiple notifications. I will say that. I'm not sure that's what I'm talking about, though. Alright. So I'm thinking, I might go over this sometimes. Of course, you know, if I want to stream more, I want to stream more. But the actual schedule, generally speaking, be around 5 to 7. I want to say every weekday. Of course, as I've shown, sometimes life happens. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm tired today. Reschedule this one, and it's like, oh, this isn't I'm tired today. I'm gonna be tired this week. Sorry. Didn't realize that was a thing. Okay. But yeah. I'm going to be streaming every weekday that A, I can, because sometimes I need to go and do other things, and B, that I'm actually up for. Because when I say I'm tired, I'm not just, I could sleep. I mean, I feel dead. And I need sleep. You know, that there is a glitch where if you change the time on your PC, you get the overnight reward. So I was like, oh, gotcha. Okay. Interesting. So they go on local time and not server time. Yeah, I know a lot of games that do that, and it's dumb because there's a lot of ways you can get into. I'm not even gonna go there. Well, no, I am gonna go there. There's a lot of ways you can get into systems by doing that if it's on local time. But of course, if it's on local time and not connected to the server, then, you know, maybe it's not connected to that part of the server, and sometimes it is. So, I don't know, people have weird stipulations, especially when it comes to cybersecurity. Did you know that, I can't remember what percentage it is, but a really high percentage of companies still use Windows XP? It's bad, because I could literally just download free program and get into anything that has Windows XP because it's just so damn old. It has been out of, you know, commission. There's been no updates for like 10 years, 7 years, something like that, because it's just so old. It's dead. It's been sunsetted. Get over it. We get it. It was a nice user experience, But now it's a nice way to pay millions and millions of dollars because you didn't decide to spend, I don't know, a single million upgrading your systems. Guys. Get it? It's hard. It's upsetting. It's frustrating. But you wanna know it's also frustrating? Getting your systems hacked by an 8-year-old, which is what can happen when you have a Windows XP based system. Yeah, my I was looking up on LinkedIn different jobs, and I went to my health insurance thing, and it was like, you must have experience in Windows XP, and I was like, nope, this isn't my health insurance anymore. Nope. Nope. Changing providers. Thanks. Don't want this. I didn't know that. Yeah. Yeah, the amount of people who have not updated from a system that has been dead for 10 years is insane. And like I said, I do get it. You know, if you upgrade it every single time there's a new thing, it would be labor intensive. And especially if you upgrade now when you've expanded so many times, it's labor intensive. But, I mean, I'd rather the labor than the cost of having, you know, an 8-year-old hack your system and get everyone's money, because that would cost you more than labor. Might be out of business at that point. Excuse me. Sorry. They hit me out of nowhere. That's what this sparkling water does. It's just ridiculous, man. That and the amount of people who are just like, you know that thing on it's one of the newer Spider-Man movies where it's like, well, what's your password? Password. Yeah, what is it? No, just password spelled out. You're the security administrator. Your password is password. I'm not proud of it. Yeah, that's literally how some people view their security. Like, dude, come on. Didn't you and I do the one where you could do the things in the cave? Oh! I think you're referring to Dungeoneering. That's on RS3. Dungeoneering is RuneScape 3. It's not an old school. Dungeoneering was added, I think, around 2012. Maybe later. But as far as RuneScape editions go, it was, I don't want to say new. It's been out for years, but relatively compared to the other editions. Definitely one of the newest. Ah, not what I meant to do, but yes, reset this RNG so it's not taking me 5 minutes. Kill the things in the cave. I think you're talking about Dungeoneering, because that was the main thing we did in RS3. And I died lots. Dungeoneering. Stop dying, Cuckoo! Hey Cuckoo, can you keep up with this high octane action that has been going on the entire stream? Because I understand this is, it's hard to keep up. If you need a play-by-play, just let me know, because this is intense. So it is 7, but that being said, let it start late, might as well end late. I wanna level up more. I'm close to a level. That would make 2 levels this stream. And after that I'll need 7 more. Fuck, I hate it. Okay, well. I'm barely moving so fast. Yeah, I know, right? This is fast and furious, high octane gameplay. There was a game I recently played. It's an alpha right now, and they took down the alpha because they were moving into private development of the game. It's called Tight Reach, and it's RuneScape, like as far as the skills go, but it's actually like third person action adventure play style, right? So not this half isometric, half third person thing. Like fully third person, right? Like if, well, zoomed in more than that. Like this, thereabouts. Except, you know, the map's made for it. And the gameplay is actually sort of like a hack and slash. Actually really cool. They had a troubled development, not from anything of their own fault, but just the amount of money they were able to take in. Their Kickstarter didn't succeed, and it was an all or nothing, which meant that they couldn't keep any of the money, which fair. And then they went to their own site where they were able to, you know, make money for a while, but I mean, just not enough came in. And then they announced that they couldn't pay any more of their people, and so it's moving back into a hobbyist state where a lot of people considered the game dead. And then someone out of nowhere was like, hey, I'm willing to donate all the money you need for this project. And everyone was skeptical, because everyone was like, yeah, that didn't happen. And then, yeah, dude just literally sent money. No way to get it back. No contract as to what they have to do. Like, this is fine. Okay. And it was, you know, verified. There was a dude who had an interview with the guy. Kept his identity a secret and all that. And, yeah. Dude literally just straight up said, hey, I'll pay for everything. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everyone there was like, okay, yeah, don't mind if I do. Ka-chow, am I right? Yes. Yes. High octane, only winning by a tongue. Yeah, it looks really good. I had some fun. I also applied for a QA on to be in QA on there, but I don't think I'm gonna get accepted. I have no official QA experience, but I've tested a lot of games. When I say tested, I mean I actually test, I actually report, I send in everything I can, but you know, it's not official. I don't have official experience. I don't have, you know, any of that. But I send in the hows and the whys, how to replicate, and stuff like that. My name is still Tisseth Henry. Yeah. Yeah, because, like I said, it is the same account. Although you do have one free name change, I do believe. It's under... No, it's under account management. Yes. Where? Here. Yes, name changer. So, your screen will look different, I think, because you have the... Hold on, let me go into settings. All settings. You have... Let's see. No, this should probably be set to 60. Right, because I don't have a 60 refresh rate monitor. Where is it? Interfaces? There we go. Resizable modern. So you'll probably have something closer to this. So it'll be right here. That's controls. That's audio. Wait, no. No, you're looking for account manager. Sorry. So it'll be right here. Name changer. Top left tab. Now let me go back to my resizable classic. There we go. But yeah, I'll be starting a new series. I was actually going to start a new character completely for this and do a hardcore Iron Man on a new character, but I wanted to postpone that because they had a poll talking about a hardcore group Iron Man, and I was like, yeah, that sounds great. Get to play with friends and still be in Iron Man mode. That sounds pretty good. Be in Iron Man mode and still being able to interact with, you know, people I want to play the game with. Yes, count me in. So, yeah, I'm waiting for that. It said it should be out around October 9th, so I'll keep an eye on it. Also, speaking of October, for any of you who have been following this game, I'm not sure if any of you heard it or not, Myth of Empires. It's going into closed beta. Early October? I want to say it's around the same time the hardcore group Iron Man comes out. So around October 9th, October 6th, something like that. So I signed up. I was probably one of the first to sign up because immediately, as soon as they announced it, I was like, yep, want to play. I played for a little bit in one of the closed betas. I liked it. It was fun. So I'll probably be streaming that. They don't have an NDA on it, I don't think. But yeah, there's a lot of games I want, and I haven't unlocked it yet. Fair. I'm gonna go grab dinner. One sec. Alright, Cuckoo. No worries. Yeah, there's a lot of games I want to stream, and I need to find a way to work it in, right? Like, I want to keep old school RuneScape as one that we keep coming back to. I'm an official New World content creator, which literally just means I signed up to literally accept fucking everyone. It literally says that in the FAQ. I didn't get an official thing of acceptance. I just got a note from them, from New World creators, and then down in the FAQ it said, yes, you've been accepted. We've accepted everyone. The fact that you're getting this email is a good sign of that. I don't know why you couldn't send out a, hey, congratulations, you made it thing, but whatever. So anyway, yeah, I'm a New World creator, so I want to work that in. So I'll be streaming tomorrow, assuming nothing pops up. And yeah, so I want to work that in more, since I am an official creator. Then Myth of Empires is coming out, so I want to work that in. That could probably be a Warring Wednesday. But I also want to keep my variety. So that's 3 games I need to work in, probably almost weekly. How can I have any variety if I'm doing the same 3 games every week out of 5? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday will be the same game, but then Tuesday and Thursday will be different. We'll see how that works. Although I'm not sure, I don't recall how long the closed beta of Empire is going to last. It might be 2 weeks, if I remember correctly. So probably just need to work that in twice, in which case nothing really to worry about. Yeah, are there any games that you guys want to see me do? Because I'm mostly going off of the algorithm at this point. I have a thing called vidIQ, which I could look up in the keyword inspector what things I can use, and so I've been doing that to see what would be a good idea for my channel. That's what I've been going off of. Games like... Okay, that's great, but don't you fucking interrupt me. Like games I can, you know, actually deal with and like, while also being good for the channel, or games I'm just willing to try, that would be good. But at the same time, you know, if any of you guys have any suggestions, I'd be willing to take them. I remember last time I tried old school RuneScape, I tried it on Twitch because, like, my buddy Mavi, I talked about him earlier, he made my emotes, or not emotes, my, sorry, my sub badges, there we go, on Twitch, and it had reminded me so much of the RuneScape helmets, although that's not what they were. It just kind of reminded me of it, and I'm like, I want to play RuneScape now. And then I got back to RuneScape, and I'm like, I'm running back and forth so much because I didn't know how efficient these mine rocks were. Okay, I didn't know that barely anyone was here. I was worried that so many people were going to be here, so I was like, okay, well, to actually get Colin to go to the Dwarven Mines, because everyone's going to be at this spot. And I also didn't realize how long it was going to take to get this, so I would just do the iron, and the iron literally underneath the rock, so you gotta go fill up a full thing of iron, run back to the rock bank, fill up a full thing of iron, run back to the rock bank. And that's all I was doing for like a couple days, and I'm like, okay, I don't like this. It's mostly on me, because I could just change up what I'm doing at any time. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I need to be able to make mithril. I need to be able to get to the next spot, and I don't. Logistically, that mindset is a very bad way to play RuneScape, or honestly, really any MMO, but especially RuneScape. You need to be able to break up what you're doing every now and then. Says the person who's been mining rocks all damn stream. See, I broke it up. I took a drink of water. No, not the barbarian. I don't want to attack Dave. Dave's nice. No, Tisseth Henry has logged out. Also, I'm just realizing. Doesn't look like the partner thing is actually showing up. I don't think that went through to Streamlabs because I didn't get a notification. Also, the sound didn't play. A sec. Yeah, no, that sound did not play when he subscribed. Very upsetting. Yes, there was another thing I was going to say. Think about a game. I think it was going to be about a game, but I'm not sure. Damn. Oh yeah, I've been playing mostly multiplayer, like MMOs, which is also good because the MMORPG is a good tag to have. But I'm open for any multiplayer, single player, or MMO game. So if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. Especially multiplayer. I really do love single player games, but I get too into them. Like I'll focus and not actually be paying attention to chat like I should be. Like when I first started on Twitch, I could go 8 hours easy because I was focusing so much on the game, but not the chat. And like I would play Final Fantasy X, which is my favorite. If you didn't know, that's actually how I got my name, Drusyc. And so, yeah, oh no. Yeah, that would be a problem, wouldn't it? But yeah, I realized, well, this isn't really an efficient way to stream, even though I'm streaming a lot. Not paying attention is not a good way to do it. No worries, Cuckoo. Welcome back. Alright. See, nowadays, I look over and I immediately see when someone says something and I can respond. Unlike when I was playing single player games and it was like, okay. Just this, the entire time. I get too into it. Which, I mean, if it was a special kind of stream, like, hey, look at how good I am. Or, oh, hey, this is a speed run. But, oh, it was nothing like that. I was just fucking playing Final Fantasy X. Because I like Final Fantasy X. But, I don't know, single-player games are weird to stream. Right? Because if you don't have an objective of what you're actually trying to do, it's kind of... Unless there's people who really love that game so much, they always want to see it. Which there are games like that. But most of the time, if they love that game so much, they're playing it. Or, like, I guess if it's a new game and people can't get it, then they watch their favorite streamer. But I mean, I'm playing, like, if you're playing old games and they're single player, like, I have a lot of friends who have had good success with it, but it just feels weird to me. I don't have a goal other than the actual goal of the game. I don't know, though. Also, here's a question I want to throw out to you guys. Would you consider old school RuneScape to be an MMO? Because it certainly is massive. And it certainly can fit a lot of people on it. And there are things you can do with other players. But is the primary experience something you can do as a group? That is a big question mark for me. Because this to me always felt like a solo game with other people. But of course that's how I've always played. That's how I play MMOs in general, so I can't say too much. And there are more MMOs out there that are becoming more solo experiences that you just can play with other people. But it is an interesting idea because this is probably one of the most soloable MMOs that I can think of. Like, they definitely has MMO aspects like the auction house, being the Grand Exchange. I think I don't know what the group content is because honestly I've never got that far, but I've seen some. Yeah, throughout most of the game, there's nothing you really do as a group, even if you kind of wanted to. I don't see any group settings over here, so that's my question for you guys. What do you want? I know what this quest is. Are you going to give me something good for it this time? Yes, I understand. You want me... Yes, I know. Oh, I need to find someone who looks exactly like you, which is literally that person right there, because it's the only person with her hair. Oh, this is easy. Alright, so anyway, as I was saying, that's the question I want to throw out to you guys. Would you consider old school RuneScape to be a true MMO? And if yes or no, why? Like, what is an MMO for you? Does it mean that you have like actual multiplayer things, or does it just mean a massive world where many people fit? Like, what is it for you? Because I remember when I was a kid, I didn't think of it as one at all. And I heard it was considered one of the top 5 big MMOs. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Then I remembered, wait a second. What is there to do with other people? Alright, that was very easy. And you gave me 2 uncut rubies. Yes, that is... Thank you for that. But yes, I've also noticed I've been playing mostly MMOs lately, and I think that's because I've been watching a lot of like Josh Strife Hayes. So I've been watching a lot of like MMO channels just because the people behind them are entertaining. So I've been around MMOs more. Even before that, honestly, I've been playing more MMOs, even if I'm not in a group or doing anything. Probably because I played a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, and then Shadowbringers disappointed me majorly. So I was like, okay, what game can I play that is not going to be a disappointment? Maybe I shouldn't talk about that. People tend to love everything about 14, which I get. 14 is a great game, but I feel like there are a lot of people who just feel like it's... Like, when they find a game that they love, they like to make it sound perfect when it's not, which can be a hindrance on developers if they ever get their head up their own ass, right? Because there's no one to correct them, and by the time the player base realizes they've had their head up their ass, it's like 10, 20 years down the line. Just like WoW, honestly. I feel like that's how WoW fell, right? The developers have had their heads in their ass for a long time. But the player base was like, this is WoW, right? This is the greatest MMO ever because it's WoW. Has to be. And I feel like it's a very dangerous mindset to get in. But yeah, there's a lot of things. I don't want to make it sound like I'm just here to bash 14 because it is a very great game, but Shadowbringers pissed me off in so many areas. Like, if you ever have like, there's a lot of things 14 does that in other games, like, people would criticize. And rightfully so. Right? Like, level gating main story quests. Hey, you need to be this level to do the main story. Well, why didn't the main quest line give me enough experience? Because it didn't. Now go grind. Now, they'll fix that. Like, well, fix. Halfway into the patch... or mostly, or halfway into the lifespan, or mostly into the lifespan of it when they're ready to release the next one. But it's not a fix, because they always expected that they were going to do that, right? Like, that's how Shadowbringers was. I kept getting level gated for every, or almost every single main story quest, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Why do I have to grind so much just to do the next thing in the story? I don't care about anything else. This makes the story feel very disconnected. Like, it just adds artificial game time for no real reason, and you're not. It's not like, oh hey, go do something else that we put a lot of time and effort into, because it's not like the side quests were really anything fun. They weren't. In fact, I would say that they were worse than A Realm Reborn, because no one knew who you are because you're in a separate world, alternate dimension. People were just like, oh hey, can you go pick up these coins for me? I've saved the place I'm in 1,000,001 times, and when you want me to pick up your coins you drop on the ground, yes. Okay, fine. Also, while we're on the topic of their side quests, they added this thing called Quest Sync. And that really got on my nerves. Because Quest Sync in Final Fantasy XIV, it's supposed to be, okay, well, you'll always have the intended experience that you're going to get for your level, right? It'll always give you the same experience because that's the experience you're supposed to get or whatever. I'm like, okay, that sounds great. That means that no quest is ever going to give me less than what I need. Actually, the opposite. No quest is ever going to give you what you need. It was horrible. I needed 23.3 million experience to level up, and a quest that had Quest Sync and every other quest around it gave me 330,000. Now, I didn't use a calculator. Did it in my head, but that's... In my head, I got a little over 1% of the experience that you need to level up. Mix that with the, like, level-gated quests, and you get bad, okay? Like, I stopped playing that game for almost a year and a half, because that was so terrible for me. And I didn't even care about the story, because I was in some other dimension that didn't really... It didn't care about me, and I didn't care about it. And I was like, oh, well, if you don't come here and save this place, your own plane will be under mortal peril. Give me that! That sounds like a much better story. Why are we not doing that? But yeah, it was just all over the place. I didn't like it. And then the climax was really good, by the way. It technically dealt with the main story of 14 overall, but had nothing to do with the Shadowbringers arc. Like, it should have worked into the Shadowbringers arc a lot more, but it was a very small side story of that arc. It's like, why? Your big climax has nothing to do with the expansion you just brought me, and that should be really telling of the direction here. It was just all around. I hated it. And I'm still not even through the end game yet. I need to get ready for Endwalker. Hopefully that's better. Because I'm gonna be honest. What was it? Stormblood was really good. But it was less than Heaven's Ward. No one expected it to be as good as Heaven's Ward. No one really expected it to be anything like Heaven's Ward. Stormblood is really good. Shadowbringers was bad. Technically, this shows a decline on the last two... on the last two expansions, and it scares me, because I probably shouldn't be including Stormblood as a decline just because Heaven's Ward was so damn good. But I do, because a decline just means less than, right? It was less than Heaven's Ward, and then this one was far less than Stormblood. I just don't want Endwalker to be less than Shadowbringers. If it is, then I'm probably gonna have to quit in general. It's not something I want to do, because I do love that game, but oof. Oof. It's just bad. Alright, so I think this will be probably around the last thing of coal I'm going to be getting. After that, I'll take that to Varrock. And I've been going on for about 2 hours. I think we're good to call it after that, unless you guys want to keep going. I know this is very, very high-octane fashion gameplay, right? Also, Cuckoo, since you're back, I wanted to let you know, your subscription, for whatever reason, did not... Like, Streamlabs did not get the memo. I just got an email about it. And then you said that you subscribed, like, in there. Like, okay, that's neat. Thanks. Then I realized my subscription thing did not go up, and I didn't even get the sound Like, hold on. I'm gonna put it under. I'm gonna test the donation so it doesn't raise the subscriber thing. But the sound is this. Ah. I didn't get that. Oh, that needs to be raised. There we go. Yeah, I didn't get that sound. So I'm gonna have to see about that. Do 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 do. Honestly, I am shocked that I've been able to talk for the last 2 hours. Mostly to myself, but thanks everyone for coming out. Don't get me wrong, you guys have been great. But the fact that I found stuff to talk about for 2 hours, oof. I mean, I guess I've come a long way from my mind being completely blank, but at the same time, damn. Should I shut up? I think that's the real question there. Let me know in the comments, should I shut the fuck up? Nah, I feel like if I didn't talk during this, it would probably be rather boring, right? There was something that Josh Drive Hayes said in one of his streams that I kind of relate to so much, and it was comparing old school RuneScape to RS3. And he said old school is that game you remember playing when you were a kid. You're like, man, that was a lot of fun. You get back to it and you're like, wow, this is really fun. RS3 is that game you remember playing as a kid that was really fun. You get back to it and you're like, oh, this isn't that great, but they made improvements. And I'm like, yes, that is exactly how it is. 100%. I do agree. Especially with what I was saying earlier. Like, there are things that RS3 does better, but, you know, there's more things RS3 does better than things that RS3 gets completely wrong. I'm sorry, less things they get better than they do completely wrong. That's the better way of putting it. Alright, so now let me go over here. Do 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 do. So yeah, as far as stocks go, like I said, baby stocks, but stocks. Right? Like, I feel like whenever someone mentions big money in RuneScape, they're talking in the millions, which, yeah, that is big money. But at the same time, that's money you get when you're higher level and can do higher level things. So these stocks that I've showed, both the iron and the coal mining, are things you can do at rather mid-level, right? You don't have to go too far in the game to be able to do them. Alright, so let me note all of this coal. Run it over to Barak. That portal sound gets on my nerves, especially because of the range it has, and it doesn't dissipate, so it confuses me. It took me forever to feel like, or to understand that was the portal sound. Because for the longest time, I was like, okay, is that a bird? What is that? What am I hearing that I am not seeing? And it's just the freaking portal that's over there. And it bothers me profusely, because even when I'm so far out of range, I can hear it perfectly clearly, and it's like, why? But why do you do that? That is the question. Okay, so coal. Drop it down a bit so I can make sure it's actually sold. I don't feel like waiting. And there we go, 61,000, just like that. Meaning out of both of our sales, we have made roughly 100,000, which is nice. And that, combined with the money I already have, I am now over $1 million. Which is also nice. But yes, I think that's where I'm going to end the stream. Thank you all for coming out. And if you're watching this video as a VOD, thank you as well. Oh. And if you're watching this video as a VOD, thank you as well. There should be videos somewhere over here that if you like this, you could watch next. Don't forget to like, it really helps me on the algorithm. And if you want to see more, subscribe and ring the bell.